Hello, it's Purge and Tango, and we are about to replay commentary of Nyx's Assassin, which I haven't played the hero in a long time. I just picked him randomly. I got the idea. I was like, I haven't played that hero in a while. I want to give it a shot. So Nyx's Assassin is what I was playing. I bought a lot of stats to start off. Nyx is pretty bad base HP, but his stat gain as a whole is very good. So I wanted to see how things went. I laned with a Necrophos, which is a decent dual lane. We basically get the advantage of having kill potential, some heals for both of us. And I wanted to aim to do basically ganking for the team. One of the downsides to our lineup is that with having a Kez mid and a Jug carry, we lacked gank potential and initiation for our team. One of the downsides of having Kez mid, kind of. Having a, and also, it was the fact that we had a Kez mid and a Necro off lane. And an AA is a 5. If we have 3 of those heroes being non-initiators while also having a Jug carry, then we're kind of just asking for a little bit of pain here, unfortunately. So that's kind of the circumstance we got put in. So that leaves up to me for initiating, basically. So that is my goal this game. I was looking to steal a bounty rune here. Unfortunately, they ended up going on Merlini here. I'm going to watch his perspective because it was kind of interesting. From what I saw, he's buying out before he died here, and he's got a Fairy Fire, of course. And then he just kind of died. And then he got hooked. Okay. But I don't think that was bad at all, because he basically gets a kill. And then he ends up coming TPing back to the lane. I messed up my block here, so I only got half of the creeps. Which means the wave is slightly going to push towards them, which isn't necessarily a good thing. So I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but I should have blocked it better under tower. The creeps should have been under tower, and that means it should be harder for them to get last hits. So what I'm aiming to do basically is block small camp and trade well with Lich. My base damage is pretty high at 59. The facet I got, by the way, is not the one that anyone else gets. It is a mana burn one. It got changed recently. It burns damage when you mind flare somebody, and it's equal to a percentage of the target's max mana. Once again, I'm just going to fight a little bit. I don't necessarily want to hit him here while he's got the Frost Armor on, so I'm going to back away for a bit. I also got Time Dilated, which is going to decrease my cooldown and give me like 6 damage a second or something like that. So it's going to be longer until I can Impale again. But I'm very happy to fight this guy because I know Lich has really bad base armor. He's only got 2.3 here. If he's under tower like this, then I don't want to hit him. But if he comes back out again, then I'm very down to slap him again. If I get 4 attacks and a stun, then I'm having a very good trade. He keeps body blocking my large camp, but I can eventually, or he blocked it with a sentry, I'm not sure. One mistake that I made though is I kind of delayed getting level 2 here. This would have been a good time for Void and Lich to run at me, because it could have ensured that they got, that they pressured me and stopped me from body blocking the creep wave. Instead, I am going to return back to lane here. I really need one more creep to die so that I can hit level 2. I maybe could have done Blood Grenade there. So the way the Mind Flare works now, it does mana burn, of course, with my facet, so I'm burning 16% of his max mana. But it does damage based on what his max mana is, and then it burns a percentage of his max mana. And then whatever damage they've taken from me in the last 15 seconds, it will also do 20% of that. So you want to use it after you do damage to your opponent. So the very standard build for Nyx's Assassin is Dagon, because you're hitting with ulti, you're dagoning, you're stunning, and then you're using Mind Flare, and it basically amplifies all of that damage. So you're doing 300 pure, plus the Impale damage, plus a Dagon into Mind Flare means a big chunk and a good chance to get kills. And I could have gone this build to give me a chance to kill Lich repeatedly, and it might have been worthwhile doing. I confirmed here that this was blocked, so I decided to commit the sentry finally. But what I'm aiming to do basically is, instead, I was a little bit worried about our lockdown because we had lockdown problems that we identified pretty early. Got him with the Blood Grenade. I didn't technically need to do that, but it was actually kind of okay because I saved the mana on Mind Flare, which is actually pretty mana expensive right now at 100, so now that we accomplished that, I checked to see that the Lotus was not there, which is the case. I kind of need this experience here, especially because we don't really have anything coming up. Now we'll continue trading, but not too much. He should have blasted me here, I feel like. He did identify that things were dangerous for him here. Decided to come fight again because Cap was kind of in trouble. Nice save by the Faceless Void.
Needed that.
I will let him get that tonight. He deserves it. I feel like I could have killed the Lich there. I could have wanted a Mind Flared maybe. But I thought he was going to die without it, so I didn't go for it. But so far I feel like this lane is going fine. If we look at the net worth comparison, we're definitely ahead. We're about 500-600 ahead on the Necrophos, and my net worth is a little bit higher than the Lich's. I just wish I would have gotten a pull going earlier. I did stack the ancient or the large camp though, which is good. So that means my next pull should be very effective. And I'm going to use my wand here because I was at 10 sticks. And in case it ends up coming out again, I wanted to go for it. I'm thinking about stunning the Void here. Use Time Dilation so he can't use that on me. Spooky, but we did it. This messes up my pull though because now I had to come over to do this. But the kill was extremely worth it, obviously. I think I just got this range creep. Get them little range. Actually, okay, good. He does commit. Still low on mana though. I think my courier just started coming now, which is my bad. Should not have been like this. I was worried that they were going to aggro to the catapult and then aggro to the camp, so I decided to run right here to ensure that that doesn't get messed up. I've got level 4 here. I was thinking about scaling up Mind Flare to get a little second point, but it just does 3% more mana burn and 5% more max mana as damage, which isn't that much. If we look at how much mana Lich has, 10% is 50, so that means 25 more damage for a skill point if I put a second one into Mind Flare. It does lower the cooldown, but I just didn't feel like it was going to be that value. I didn't really even want to cast spells because of the fact that he had Time Dilation on me. I just don't have that much mana, so I didn't think it was that worthwhile. But I'm opting to get an Arcane Boots so that I can spam my spells more often. I showed this to Cap so he can come over and clear it. This hero's very good at clearing camps, obviously. And obviously I want him to get every single one of these last hits because he'll get a lot of mana from it. He's got tons of regen at the moment. He's got 21. I don't know why I was running away so much. That was kind of goofy by me. But again, I'm a little bit careful. Occult Bracelet is pretty good because I could be getting some mana regen, which is good. But I could also get any of these other things and get mana regen, which isn't bad. So I got Dormant Curio and I got the mana regen facet. Or enhancement, I should say. Oh, I see the way this happened. I thought that his Death Pulse was ready to go, but it was on cooldown because he'd used it before. I was confused why we didn't get that kill. I was like, is this not a kill? Just saw Chachi was going for that because I did not. It's focused on laning. I've got the stun. Unfortunate time for a storm to come, but here we are. Kind of wish I dove, to be honest. I thought I got him, but I did not. It's unfortunate. God, I wanted to mana burn him so bad. Then unfortunately, by the time I did, he had already used his wand. Okay, you got him. Now we're running to the right. I'm looking at my wand total. That's 45 mana. It's not quite enough. I decided to play around October, but maybe I should not have. 3-man stun is not even like that impactful, I feel like, here. Pretty rough fight for us. 2 big kills there for Axe. Puts his armor pretty big. So I probably just should have left. Rather than running over here, I could have just ran here and TP'd out. AA could have TP'd out, and then we just lose Kez and not everybody. We ended up losing like 4 extra heroes from that. It just wasn't worth it. I thought maybe I could help it. Like level 3 stun doesn't even do that much damage. It's just 220. So when my mana is that low, like I just shouldn't even be bothering with this. Anyways, I pressed my ulti while TPing back from Fountain because that's gonna give me a little bit more of an oomph, and now I'm gonna be looking for kills, which is basically like the whole goal of Nyx Assassin is you want to be the one looking for blow-ups, pretty much. I'm looking at this Lich. I cannot kill him by myself, probably. It would take a lot of time. He's got about 1,000 HP here. So I'm just going to follow him and look at these targets, and then hopefully when Cap gets in this lane, we have kill options, basically. We could potentially kill the Void, but if we fuck it up, it's really bad. So I thought killing this guy would just be way easier. I gave him the nuke to ensure that he got low enough for the kill. And basically the goal is just to get Cap tons of Reaper Scythe kills, because the extra regen that he gets is going to increase the chance of staying alive and give him more mana to get kills, which is important. So every time my ulti is up, I'm going to be looking for kills like this to set things up for somebody else on my team. Now if I have a Dagon, this is going to be easier, of course. But for now, what I'm just focused on doing is building eventually an Atos. But at this point in the game, I wasn't quite determined yet what I wanted to do. I did burn a lot of his mana here. I really choked my stun. That was unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. I'm surprised that worked. And Pudge is also very good against Necro because basically he's individually very tanky. And he has kind of infinite chase against Necro. He's like a rare hero that doesn't die necessarily before Necro does. So it was kind of a worry that we'd have to deal with this. I was thinking about going for the Axe top. I saw that Ben was having kind of a rough game. His net worth is actually really good right now. Actually, 2, 3, and 1, not terrible. Just want to come here to stop the push. Got a whole like 30 gold there from that stun. Got a blood grenade for a little bit more chase and damage, make it a little bit easier to get a kill. Max out Impale all the way, up the stun duration, up the damage. It's only 60 damage per level. It doesn't scale very well, but it's still a good ability. You might be curious about this Face's Void Helm of the Dominator. This is the second time I've seen it in a game recently. This guy played it much better, but basically he used it often to, number one, increase his survivability. So it gives him armor and attributes. And the other thing that it does is it allows him to like split push lanes pretty much. Blocking so Cap can get in range. I actually fucked Cap there. I should have used my ulti earlier. He could have gotten the chunk. That was really bad by me. We weren't communicating well, but I didn't think I was going to need to... I don't know. I thought it was going to be different. I thought he was going to be able to get in range to do this, but he probably threw the ulti because he recognized he was going to get disabled or something. And I didn't think about using Vendetta there. But if I just Vendetta'd before it, it would have been fine. But I was assuming that he was taking care of it himself. Maybe he was playing to Death Pulse after it, and he just needed to get in range or something. I'm not sure. But that was unfortunate. I should have gotten him that Reaper Scythe, and maybe he would have lived, because he would have gotten Giga regen from getting the kill. So that was unfortunate. So I'm queuing up the Atos now, because basically all these times that I've been doing this Invis thing, I've been like, you know what, can we even get a kill on one of their heroes? I wasn't 100% sure. Against a Face's Void or a Storm, you have to like combo very, very successfully, or your chances of being successful are low.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Did a little slow here. 0.4 stun duration. Got my ulti up again, so I can go look for a kill. Now, when people go the Dagon build, part of the thing that they're doing actually is they are skipping boots. When you get the other facet, it gives you max movement speed when you use your ulti for the first 15 seconds, I think, and you can walk over trees and cliffs and stuff. So I have worse mobility, but what that build really allows you to do is if you need to escape, you can use your invis to get out of danger, basically. And the other thing that it does is it allows you to skip boots, which means that you can get your Dagon faster. Because if we look at how much money I spent on the arcane boots, we're talking like 1,400 gold or something. Really nice Reaper Scythe here. I'm gonna die, but that was good for Cap to get that kill. Really close kill. So good little moment for Cap here. He gets 2 kills. That's like 1,000 gold in his pocket. Now his net worth is close to the top. I didn't realize Ben was farming so well, but I suppose it makes sense. I thought his game was going worse than this. So I'm gonna go TP mid now. I'm queuing up to buy my fit booster. I'm just gonna mana burn this guy. I went for the Vid booster first because I just thought raw HP was going to be more useful on my hero. I just spiked into invis. It's going to force me to go heal though. They didn't have a dust, so realistically didn't have a chance to kill me. But Storm is going for an Orchid, which is scary on against my hero. Because that means he can Orchid and kill me in a lot of cases. However, if I use like Spike Carapace, I have some solutions, but using Spike Carapace against Storm is kind of hard because when he's in Ball Lightning, he can throw attacks. So if he throws an attack while he's in Ball Lightning and it hits me while in Ball Lightning, I can Spike Carapace to stop the damage, but it's not going to stun him because he's immune is the problem. That was a nice smoke by them. I was not surprised to see this chrono happen. It was very dangerous for him to get that sentry. Kind of just gave them free gold there. So my ulti is almost gone because I used it to run back to base and back here. I'm checking for rune that he's obviously going for. Unfortunately, they clearly had vision, and I also didn't have the damage to kill him, so nice call by them gives them another kill. So we kind of just gave him 3 kills when that should have just been 1, but I'm sure they have a sentry here. Or at least they did. Oh, it's over here. This is where he saw me from, I guess. So that was an unfortunate death. They take our mid. Jug's net worth is still pretty good, but Jug is pretty countered by Axe, unfortunately. When you get blink called by Axe as Jug, you are almost always dying. Here's the Orchid. They're continuing to play in this area. We were looking to see if they were in the area. We kind of just gave them a lot of kills. They did a really good job playing the map while we AFK farmed. Decided to run towards top because defending the mid tower was not that important. I got Syrian Signet, Tumbler Toy, both would be good. Opted for a cast range. Trying to get to Ben to save his life.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tried to spike care persist on him, but fortunately his movement speed's too bad to get that kill. So now we finally got a bunch of kills, which is good. We're gonna use this to go push out side lanes, and we are aiming to take a tier 1 tower if possible. But they've got Orchids, they're mostly alive, so this is kind of spooky for us. Fortunately, they ganked Ben with the Orchid. This is kind of the start of Ben getting killed a lot due to the Orchids. I TP'd just in case I could help, but I was there too late, of course. I know I can sit on the sentry and I'm safe because they haven't killed us, so they don't have detection. But what I want to do is basically follow these guys and look for kill potential. That kind of looked like they had vision for a second there. I don't know if they did or not. No, they did not. So I was asking for a teammate to move over. Oh, I remember this one. Chachi threw his ulti really early, so I felt like I had to go for it. And also he was not... I don't know. I felt weird about it. I missed my stun. I wish he didn't throw that because I wanted Necro to be there before I went. He kind of messed that whole thing up. I just don't have the kill potential. If I had a Dagon, we could go for it, but without the Dagon, it's hard. So I decided to show on the creep wave because they knew I was here anyways. Especially showing my stun like that means they're more likely to go on me, like so.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And then everybody comes out of the trees. Give him a little Reaper Scythe for another gold. Another kill for Necro. It's up to 4 stacks now. 12 HP regen, quite good. So he's pretty set right now. Oh, he did deny it. I thought I got it. What's this? Can't be both. That's weird. Alright, so we see this little Lich mid here.
Radiant's
He's got a DD. October's coming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That one felt good. I've got my Rod of Atos now, so now I can set up kills on enemies. If you aren't getting kills on Nyx, you're not necessarily doing the right thing. You need to be like looking for heroes, making their games hard to play, spotting them out, and coordinating kills with your teammates is basically your goal. And I'm just going to stay hidden for a little bit because I don't have a Blink Dagger and I don't have Invis right now. So I decided to queue up Blink Dagger at this point in the game because I felt like I was getting stuff done, but I didn't want to be solely limited to when my ulti is available. And I know that they're playing with sentries and stuff, so I wanted to make sure that I could still get shit done, even without my my ulti here. I popped the smoke. Got ulti in 3. We luckily saw him, so this means we're pretty safe to chase. He could be TPing right here, but ultimately he wasn't. He was running down here, so this made this kill a little bit more straightforward. As soon as that stun's over, I just root him, and we get a guaranteed kill. So that felt really good. The Atos felt fantastic at this point in the game, because I started securing some really big kills. We're still behind in net worth, though. I got 400 gold. How's Ben doing? He's got 5 deaths right now. He went treads straight into Mjolnir, and this is one of the downsides to his build. This is kind of greedy, because it means that his follow-up item is going to be much later. I see there's an observer down here, actually. He was almost protected, actually, when I walked to here. He would have seen me coming, at least. So now we're looking to take the tower. I want to keep pressuring and looking for kills, because I have Atos. There's my level 12. The talents that I'd choose between was Stun Duration and Spike Carapace Damage Reflex. That means the damage that you're reflecting from Spike Carapace would do more damage to your opponents. There are some heroes that it's pretty good against, but as a whole, it's not that... doesn't seem that incredible unless you're timing it really effectively against certain heroes. I went back to farm, which I'm not sure I like this move, actually. My ultimate is up, my mana's full. What I should have been doing was already moving over into this direction. I could have been playing near AA, for example, in this area of the map. Or, hypothetically, we could move over here. But the problem is that they're likely to have sentries in this area. This is like the only place on the map that they kind of feel safe other than top side of the map. But now that our tier 1 is dead, I feel kind of comfortable. I'm just going to check to see if they did have sentries here. They did not. See what he's doing with his neutral, though. He's pushing a side of the map that he doesn't want to be in. And in the meantime, I'm just watching him and waiting for my teammates to rotate over. This is a pretty good time to do this because there's trees here, so they can approach without finding out. And then I hit him with the Atos again. I didn't technically need the Atos there, but it made it really, really, really guaranteed. That was a nice ulti by Chaochi, though. But it seems like they're just out farming us a little bit because they're farming with like 3 heroes all the time, and I am too, but we are too, but some of my allies need to like cross map to make these kills work. But I'm definitely excited to have the Atos or and the Blink. But maybe this was unreasonable to not get Yules. We talked about it. I think the Pudge went into my chat after we played this game and said we were confused why you didn't buy Yules. This felt dangerous to me. I needed to walk away because Lich was going to put sentries down. I really wanted to kill him, but
Radiant's top tower
it's just
is
AA
under
here.
attack.
I should have said for Chachi to throw it, actually. Does he have a 4-staff? He doesn't. He has a Glimmer, though. I just did this because I wanted to finish my Blink Dagger. This felt really bad. Alright, I got glimmered. That was close. I meant to press Spike Carapace there, because I was waiting for him to hit me, but then he just uses Orchid, of course, which makes sense. And then because he uses Orchid, I can't press Spike Carapace, so that was really dangerous. If Chachi's not there with the Glimmer, I probably just die. But now that I blink, I can like push out waves like this. Same shit. I did the exact same thing here. He was still in the area, so I don't get to press my buttons before dying. Those are really bad death. That one felt really atrocious to me. Because I knew he was in the area, but I thought I could get away with like pushing the wave. Because what I should have done was walked up and nuked and then blinked out. Would have been a lot safer. Or I should just press the Spike Carapace at a higher, like just press it to get it done. Like press it just in case. But once I get hit with the Orchid, I'm going to have a bad time. Decided to buy Dust because I saw the Glimmer Cape on Lich, and that's probably my target here. They were doing a nice job diving at this point. Chachi has very standard good items. Oh, that was a nice hook. They just did a very good job invading both times, basically. And now I invised in looking for kills. Here's my options. Could do 10% more damage, which is fine. Maybe I should have kept the Searing Signet because it does 100 damage every time that I use Impale. But I think I got Gunpowder Gauntlet because I thought it would help me in killing creeps. And it also does 120 magic damage. So it's actually better damage than Searing Signet, but it's not AoE. So maybe it's weaker to get. And I chose to get the GPM bonus because I didn't really like the other ones that much. The magic resistance was like fine. I didn't really need attack speed. Lich was clearly baiting me here. Let me just take a look. Yep, this is called a bait. The Lich pushes the tower because we want to kill him. My invis is almost gone, so I need to be careful here. So it's dangerous. If they happen to walk over there, I just get caught. I decided to go on this this guy here. I had nothing else. I could have maybe ultied him. I don't know, maybe we kill him if I do that. That was Cap's read, I guess. Use both spells. The problems he's got, I don't think I kill him even if I do this. Didn't really do that much. I could have hit him for 400 damage, but he's not going to die, I don't think. I invis here. I was hoping to hit the axe as well, but... I blink away. How did he die? Oh man, axe killed him. That's unfortunate. So that fight was even. Not great though. I feel like we should have won that one. I just need to like mana burn this guy as much as I can because it's going to take away his tools because I can burn for 25%. It's not like the most, but it's like, what's that, like 400? It's like 400 mana that I burn on him. It's helpful. The downside to the gunpowder and a greedy is that I have no damage. Hitting for like 50 damage an attack, but I do get an attack. But you spend a lot of time on Nyx like looking for kills typically. At this point in the game I wanted to play for a Dispel item so that I could die less against getting Orchided, because Orchided feels really bad. So I plan to get a Lotus Orb, because that way I could remove silence. I was thinking about Merlini as well, who does have a Manta style now, but I wanted to be able to remove silence from myself or another. That's what I was thinking. And I kind of want to play near him in case he gets going on at some point. So I got Plate Mail first. That'll increase my survivability a lot against both Axe and Faces Void. We did go Mjolnir, but still, I think it's fine. They're beating up our mid tower. I'm going to invis and look for setup potential in this area of the map. Hypothetically, the Jug could rotate to me, and we could look for a kill. There's no tower down here, though, so this is maybe a bad place for me to wander. But since I'm already out here, I might as well go look for something, which is either a hero. Something I think I really should have done this game actually was brought Observer Wards with. I'm checking for couriers now because this is a common place to find couriers. I see the hero's top. I'm going to check for Wisdom Shrine. It's not there. I'm going back to check couriers. And then when my ulti was almost out, I thought I would just stay here and wait. Because at some point a courier is going to come to this location if they're up here. There's either going to be one going back or forth. Here's a Lich one that I found. I was like, I might as well. I've got Invis again. It's like one thing you can do. But if I had Observer Wards too, I could like walk while I was here. I could put Observer Ward like here. Or I could put an Observer Ward here. Not a place that we had played on the map recently. But sometimes like putting wards in like this spot or this spot. Or even like here. If you put an Observer Ward here, for example, as like a Bounty or a Ricky. Then what you do is you spot where the couriers are going. And then you know where the players are going. Those are all things that I could have been doing, I think, to make our chance of success on the map a little bit better. Does Jug have Blink? He doesn't yet. I wanted to approach on this guy. He silences here. I blink stun because I wanted to make sure that I got him. But unfortunately Jug got Axe called. Oops. And I'm over here also stunned. I tried to mana burn him. And he ends up just living. It's a really nice hook. I gave Axe another gajillion armor. 22.5 armor harvested. It's actually like insane how much armor he has. I also blinked to stun to try to protect the Jug, but it's kind of a waste because I didn't really need to like rush it because yes, I got a stun off on Storm, but like it didn't stop his electric vortex from working, you know? If that was like a Pudge ulti, it makes sense, right? I can stun, we can Omni Slash, maybe we get a chance to kill. He's also got BKB now, so he actually doesn't have to worry about the Atos anymore, so now my Atos item is kind of blah at this point. And then unfortunately Cap walked in and died too. Their advantage just got more and more.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I maybe should have gone on this, but I think realistically I don't kill a guy there. Maybe if me and October goes in and October presses BKB, but it would have caused us to, we would have had to like all in on this one. So at this point, me being invis and looking for kills is good, but as I suspected, there's observers and sentries all over on the map, so it's actually very dangerous to get out there. In case you guys weren't aware yet, Mind Flayer doesn't work. It doesn't one-shot creeps like it used to. There was a period of time where it did, and that's where Nyx was more popular, but right now the hero is not the most fantastic. Even though invis heroes are kind of good against on the map right now because it takes a lot of sentries to cover the map, Nyx has just not really been popular to my knowledge. So you can use it to nuke creeps, but it only does damage based on how much max they, or how much mana they have, I believe. I'm doing 40%. If I check the Storm, he actually doesn't even have that much mana, 1,600. So that's 160 times 4. So against the right hero, I think Mind Flayer is still really good. Against some like Dusa or something, it can still be good, but he's getting ultied. Oh, it's him. Alright, so I decided to blink and stun, which was probably, I don't know if this is a good choice. Let's go back and watch my perspective. So I decided to go early. By the time I went, his stun was basically ending anyways, so I didn't really accomplish anything other than stunning Pudge. Unfortunately, Cap died before the chrono ended. I got one canceled attack here. That was really scary. This healing ward is like juicing me big. Oh, and I still died. I forgot about that. Chain Frost wrecked me. Nice kill. And then once again, Axe just does a simple blink call with Blade Mail. And we have a bad time. Chachi's really low on mana though. That would be so big. Trying to bash him there. Didn't work. So I think my teamfight contribution there was bad. Straight up bad. My blink stun was not useful. all it did was like stun the Pudge. Basically, I didn't stun the Void before his Chronosphere or his BKB, which could have given us a better chance because then Cap could have cast some abilities. Even though his regen's pretty good. Do they have a Vessel? I don't think they did. They actually just straight up killed him through everything, which is good for them. I've almost got my Lotus Orb. Very close. They just have a ward over here, unfortunately. I decide to invis. They find me. This is because of this ward. They saw me going this direction. I don't know where their detection was from, but October killed Lich. It's a good fight, though. Got 2 kills out of it. I lost gold, but everybody else got gold, so not all bad. It's going to delay my Orchid, or my Lotus. That would have been fantastic in that circumstance. Yule's is quite good, though. Like, they were fair to criticize that I didn't have that item. Because if I'll just... I mean, Jug's about to die again because Axe is, like, one of the hardest counters. But hypothetically, how much... I'm curious how much... I'm not tangenting it. How much strength is he getting? Where is it? Axe, Coat of Blood. 25, 5 armor, and then you get 40% of that. So if he's got 25, he's getting like 10 strength or something from it. Kind of a boring facet. And this one, for example, where I get Orchided, if I just press Yule's, then I get it removed, and when I come down, I can just press Spike Carapace, which really elongates my chance to survive. Lotus hypothetically also would work if I could Lotus into Spike Carapace. It's just this is more expensive. Like, this is a 3,500 gold item. Almost 4,000 actually. Yule's is only like 2,800 or something, right? 2,600. Much, much cheaper to get, and it could have saved my life a couple times. And it's also good against Axe. So they are right that it's good against that hero, but I felt the desire to get Blink so that I could participate better, because Blink does help you Blink jump and like Blink react to opponents. But the problem is that I don't think I've been using it well, to be honest. But I've also had games where I don't buy Blink on Nyx, and then there's like a long period of time where it feels like I'm not contributing to fights very well. That also hurts. But the other thing is that I am the initiator of this game. We don't have good initiators other than me. So I felt the need to get a Blink Dagger. However, if I had some like traditional offlaner that could jump, and then I get to follow-up jump, or I can do counter jumps, or I can protect the supports when the storm goes on them, kind of a thing, then I think Blink Dagger would be good again. Or having Yule's with Blink would be good. Because then if Axe Blink calls Jug, I can like blink in Yule's Axe, and that saves Jug's life, for example. But I just felt like I needed the Blink Dagger, and then I definitely needed the Dispel. So I think this is the problem, that I wanted both Blink, and I wanted the Atos slot item, which could have been a Dagon or an Atos, and I also wanted the Dispel. Maybe this just should have been a Yule's then, because then I would have had all 3 things, right? I would have had the Yule's and the Blink and the Atos, and I would have had it finished faster, because I was really close to it here. If you just shave off this gold, I have a Yule's finished. So probably just a mistake with my choices here. I feel like there's no way he wins against the Axe here. And October has no mana.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He also dies.
Radiant's
I'm
bottom
alive.
tower
Isn't that
is
great?
under attack.
So, what do I do now when my whole team's dead? I guess I'll hit creeps. But I just really wanted to finish my item. I was really close to my Lotus. And I wanted protection against the
Dire's middle tower is under
protection
attack.
against the Orchid. So I'm gonna blink, use my ulti. I have my Lotus Orb now, so I can use that to protect myself. It doesn't save Jug from call, which is something I should have prioritized more. I just kind of took that as like, well, not my problem, when it kind of is. They have a sentry here? They don't. I find the Lich, and I just wanted to nuke him and then get out, because I knew that my team was not likely to go for a kill, and my ulti was almost off cooldown. So I just went to nuke him, because I felt like it. If I put him at half HP, then he's going to run around and be a little bit more scared for a moment, which isn't necessarily like the best thing in the world, but it gives us a slight chance in that he's lower HP. I'm going to do a little bit of centering. Trying to finish my neutral item here. Not quickly. So, I have pretty good choices. Ferret Cloak, which I'll forget to use. I got Magnifying Monocle, which is cast range, which is really good, and attack range. This is quite good on me because I can use it to attack from farther away. Outworld Staff is fantastic because I can also dodge some crucial spells. But I'm pretty bad at using... I almost never get Outworld Staff either. It just feels like a Magnifying Monocle one to me. Got Movement Speed and Evasion. Health and Health Regen with Slow Resistance is quite good. That would be pretty good if I got like Chain Frost and stuff. Status Resistance is good. VAT Reduction, not good. Health Restoration, not good. So one of these two... Actually, one of these three, but I think I ended up choosing the Movement Speed, Mana, and Evasion. Because I thought that would make me more successful against a hero like Storm. And against Void, I guess, if they try to attack me. I don't want to grab these because it could reveal that we're here. We don't really want to go on Axe. He's extremely hard to kill, and his team is almost certainly behind him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Just playing things out slowly. I maybe could have ran more to the left to be safe, but...
Are scanning.
What's going on? Oh, they're Roshan, that's right. They just put the sentry down, but I didn't know this. We saw they're at Roche. I saw this creep. I should have, as soon as that attacked me, I should have pressed Spike Carapace. Okay, I got him for damage. Then I got Chronosphered. Alright, Pudge is dead. He's regenning. His Nullifier got blocked.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Guys, see if... Yeah, he does a refresher. Got him with the Shivas, but unfortunate fight. I did almost nothing, basically. I just pressed Spike Carapace and died. So that was a bad fight for me.
Dire's middle tower.
But again, I should have been looking for the clearest, the like smallest signs of worry, and I should have been reacting. The second that creep attacked me,
Dire's
I needed to Spike Carapace. That way, at least when they initiate on me, they're stunned for 1.6 seconds is what I should have done. My ulti was almost out. I also could have like disengaged with the blink. It's another thing that I could have done. But I'm too used to playing against weak players in this MMR, and the stack was higher than I was used to, so I like didn't respect my opponents enough. Not saying they're bad players, I just like thought like maybe I'll walk in and some crazy shit will happen, you know. That's kind of what where I was at. He jumped on me. That was actually so funny. I know the guy had BKB, did he not? He did, yes. Oh, during the game when this happened, I was like, this guy respected me too much. I used the Atos, he used the Outworld Staff, and then I threw my stun such that, like, he just didn't BKB or couldn't BKB, I'm not sure. But I thought it was really funny. That was a big kill. Look at that gold. Ooh. 800 gold for me. Beautiful. So now I got 2,000 gold. What do I spend it on? I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm going to go look for enemy heroes. I saw Courier. It's a pretty big one to kill. 155 gold each. Don't mind if I do. I need to go be with my team though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
I really wanted to jump on this Lich here, but
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I wanted to defend this high ground if possible. They're all alive though. I decided to buy because it was kind of early in the fight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. I even like went on the Lich badly. I used Mana Burn, Mind Flare into stun. So I TP in. Basically, I can't go here because this guy's BKB'd. I could Blink ulti him is maybe one thing I could have done. If I use Blink and then hit him with the ulti, I would do the pure damage, which would probably get him down to pop range. He dies anyways, right? Okay, so now he's dead. What am I supposed to do? AA is in trouble. This guy just BKB'd, so me doing anything there is dangerous. Why am I even walking in? I don't need to be walking in right now. I could just be like invis or something. Like, why am I attacking a Storm Spirit? That guy's dead too. So I end up throwing a stun a little bit late. This ends up hitting Axe. I use Spike Carapace. That stops 1 damage against Storm. I go invis. They have a sentry on me though. His positioning was weird. They have 2 sentries. Okay. They had sentries everywhere. So I just end up dying twice. And then once again, Axe call on my 2 cores. Axe was such a good hero this game. It's good against Kez, it's good against Jug. So I don't know. I think I really fell off in the mid game in decision making. It's kind of harder to play Nyx in those later game scenarios. And I'd have to watch a better player to like see how to do it correctly. Because I think I made too many mistakes. I mean, part of it was we got baited, right? Like we walked up to kill a Lich and they're all standing behind him and they're instantly reacting the second that we go in. So they reacted very effectively, and then they're also following up with a Chronosphere. So as we jump on like one support, they hit all of us with spells, and then it ends up putting us in a really bad situation. So that's on us. I was thinking about getting an Aeon Disc, but they already have Nullifier, and they've had one for a while. It's on the Faceless Void here. He's selling his Helm of the Dominator now. That was a nice kill. I could also buy Gleipnir hypothetically to get like an AoE disable, but that's not really great either. It would give me slightly bigger AoE, so probably my Impale would have a better chance of like stunning people, but it's not great. 20 talent, I could have taken 140 Impale damage, which is fine. It would also give you more Mind Flare damage because you're doing more damage than Impale. So it's basically 140 plus 20% of that, which is 28. So it's actually like 168 damage in your combo. But I went for Spike Carapace stun duration because I felt kind of vulnerable. So being able to stun them for 2.2 seconds, if they haven't used BKB, seemed kind of valuable to me, even if I haven't used it very well. So this has been a good scout here, and this is kind of what you should be doing as Nyx, is like finding where your opponents are. I found the Storm Spirit. That's a Lich, actually, so I know the Lich is over here. But I have to be kind of careful. I can get close to them, but I can't get that close. I see fights happening. So I decided, like, all things considered, I don't know what's going on in the rest of the fight, but I think it's useful for me to disable the Pudge, who I don't want to be in the fight. He's actually a support, so this is probably not, like, the biggest deal. But it seems like Ben is having a hard time here. So I decided to hit the Pudge, go for a stun on him, and now I'm just looking at the back line. I'm going to mana burn him. He lost 500 mana, which is really good. And just in case he went there, I Atos him as well. I'm still kind of scared about dying, so I'm going to use Carapace in case anybody goes on me. Which I can basically just press 25% of the time. And ultimately we didn't get a kill, which is a bummer. But we didn't lose Ben, which is also important. I'm now going bottom to grab experience. Shard for Nyx Assassin is Vendetta applies break on attack, which is okay this game, but not the most important. It's good against Faceless Void if he has the backtrack talent that could work against that. I could remove Counter Helix from Axe. If I hit Storm, it would stop Overload, for example, but it's not that important this game, so Shard was not going to be valuable. Ags hypothetically could be gotten, but it's kind of bad against Pudge. He can hook me. I was really sad that this caught me, dude. This felt like there was nothing I could do here. Maybe I could have gone for the Void. This was bad by me. I should have recognized this earlier. I should have just called for it. When he's at this low of HP and he's Ice Blasted, I need to just blink stun him. October did the right thing. He messed up his silence, I think. But I should just blink stunned him. I definitely stunned him, but I didn't need to follow him here. Why did I do that? I do not know.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I didn't realize this ability was such low
Dire's
cooldown.
top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So much damage all of a sudden.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I didn't really know what to buy at this point. Hex could have been good. I queued up Dagon, but
Dire's bottom barracks.
there was no way for us to defend at this point, unfortunately. But so with all things considered, I don't think the Yules would have done that much. Like, I think a Yule's upgrade could have been good because I could have potentially saved like somebody in a Chronosphere. I could have potentially gone like an Aether Lens, maybe with Yules, to help like Yule somebody in a Chronosphere. But Void had BKB in addition to his items, so I don't know if that really would have solved it. I think I needed to be a little bit more active. There was a lot of times in the mid game where I got scared to scout, and I should have just been not afraid to like eat a sentry gank. But I felt like they 5-manned a lot, so it felt difficult for me to go find solo heroes. But also I can't kill solo heroes without Dagon, so I think I kind of hurt myself a little bit. Like, I could initiate a little bit, and I could like scout heroes, and I did a good job getting solo kills and helping my team get crucial kills like Reaper Scythe kills, Ice Blast kills and stuff. But I can't help but think that Dagon would have been more useful than Atos, because eventually Atos stopped being useful. I didn't use it enough in the late game, but I should have probably just been like throwing it out there on people, is what I feel like. Because at least like 2 seconds of like root could be helpful, but I kept wanting to save it for the right moment, but like it was hard to find the right moment. Like realistically, when you play heroes like Nyx, what you're aiming to do when you're not initiating, and we're talking team fight stuff, you just want to impale as many heroes you can in one spell usage. And if you can do that multiple times in a team fight, that's good. The problem is that the cooldown's like 11 seconds, and it's kind of like there's much more hero value in the game these days. Like landing a 4-man stun isn't like as good as it used to be. It's still good, but it's not like the fight is over type shit. So, and I think I wasn't impacting the fights well enough. So that's my bad. And I think Yules would have helped, but we also had like some struggling KDAs. I know that Merlini's net worth was actually higher than I thought it was this game. He actually did quite well for a while, but he does have a lot of deaths. And his damage dealt was not that much higher than mine. So I think we struggled to get him into the game due to the Orchid timing. He had a really rough mid game, I believe. If we take a look at his net worth compared to all the enemy ones, he was doing fine, and then he was still farming fast. Like, he does farm fast as a player, but it felt like there was too many fights where he just gets axe called once and he dies. And that's just kind of a counter of axe. So maybe we should have tried to solve that. Maybe you just say like they just had the right pick for the game, because axe is really good against Kez and Jug. Maybe it's the Kez pick with the Necrophos with the Ancient Apparition. We didn't have enough jump. I don't know. Hard to say. But I felt like the Atos was good. But then later on, it just wasn't. Like, they had BKBs. Once they got BKBs, it just wasn't special. But I should have played. I think I played pretty ass after the halfway through the mid game. But stuff to learn. This is the first time I played the hero in a long time. So I need to try the Dagon build. Maybe it just feels really clean still in what it does. But it takes maybe long to get it is the problem. You can't just like go mind flare some creeps. So the hero's a little bit different. But I haven't seen anybody play this hero recently. So anyways, hopefully that was instructive. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll bring you another video soon. Goodbye.